Hello, my name is François Labonté. When I was asked to present who I am, I remembered an interesting discussion that I had with an Armenian client, a prosperous businessman, during one of my consulting mandates as we exchanged on the criteria that best define a person. I realized that around the world, people define themselves in many different ways, either by their place of origin, their race, their religion, their social and or family status, professional career, or their beliefs. So by asking a very open and simple question like, "Who are you?" one can learn a lot about a new contact. Here's my 1-minute resume. First and foremost, I'm an Epicurean who enjoys the good thing of life that life has to offer, but as much as possible in moderation. I was born to a Christian family and raised in Montreal. And my second religion, of course, as a Montrealer, is the Habs, the Canadian Montreal hockey team. My ancestors now came to Canada in 1665 from Brittany, France, with the regiment of Carignan to support New France's indigenous allies against their longtime enemy, the Iroquois, who controlled the main waterways on the St. Lawrence and Richelieu rivers. Not having any specific talent, but a strong interest in entrepreneurship, I studied and graduated in business administration from École des Hautes Études Commerciales and UQAM, Université du Québec à Montréal. Now, what did I do for a living? Well, I enjoyed two most satisfying careers, the first in banking for 25 years, with two world-class banking groups, the RBC and UBS groups, with whom I assumed positions of increasing responsibilities from branch management to merchant banking in London, UK. This was followed by a very active second career that also lasted about 25 years, which was largely motivated by my appeal for entrepreneurship. I made this important career change after I realized that I had learned and achieved about all that was of interest to me in banking, and because I had no incline really to enter the rat race for senior management jobs at head office. So, starting in 1992, I invested in and co-managed 3 business startups, one of which involved the development of a high-performance seismic and hurricane-resistant construction system. We implemented that system in 2 French overseas departments, in Guadeloupe and Martinique, after they were devastated by Hurricane Hugo in 1989. I nevertheless stayed active on the international scene as banking consultant for development banks and agencies like CIDA, the Canadian International Development Agency, the World Bank, EBRD, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development based in London, and ADB, the Asian Development Bank based in Manila, Philippines. My interest in providing technical assistance to the banking sector in emerging market economies, and my insatiable curiosity to learn about new countries and cultures were well fulfilled with diversified consulting mandates in Central and Eastern Europe, in Africa, and in Eastern and Central Asia. The beginning of my consulting work started with a major mandate from Foreign Affairs Canada to design and implement a comprehensive program in Poland to help SMEs access finance from their local banks for whom risk-based financing was new. I stayed involved with the project for 10 years, being the whole duration of Canada's involvement in it, as a member of the supervisory board of the foundation once established for the implementation of the program. Based on that successful experience, I accepted several mandates with the similar objective of helping SMEs access finance. This was primarily done by offering technical assistance on risk management to participating banks and by helping foreign governments develop credit guarantee schemes to share SME loan credit risk with banks. These mandates took me to work in different countries of Central and Eastern Europe, including Ukraine, Serbia, Bosnia for EBRD, and also worked in Mali and Ghana with the World Bank. And in the early years of this millennium, I started several mandates with the Asian Development Bank in the Philippines and in Central Asia, like Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan.